Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I just want to talk about 5 quick tips for saving for your down payment for your house. Okay? The first one is decide how much you can afford. I don't know if you're renting right now or you're currently in a situation where you don't have a rent payment, but you want to decide initially how much can I afford. How much can I afford as far as gathering up all my expenses, as far as what's going to factor into my utilities and my upkeep and maintenance for the home, as well as my current debt payments and all those kind of things. You want to decide how much you can afford. So what I always advise people to do is get together a budget or a worksheet that lays out all their liabilities, or what I call their expenses, on a monthly basis, and also add up the sum total of your monthly income or disposable income. And you want to make sure that when you do those and you divide that number, it should not be more than 40%. You want to stay below 40% when looking to see how much you can afford on a home. Number two, set up a savings plan. Not just a savings account, but a savings plan. Once you decide how much you can afford, you want to consider what your down payment's going to be. I know FHA rules right now, you could do like 3.5% down. If you, let's say you buy a $100,000 house, you're looking at $3,500 down to put down on the new purchase of a home. So let's just use that number for example. So if you want to try to save $3,500 in a 12-month period of time, you can't just put money in a savings account randomly. You want to have actually a savings plan where you're saving a percentage of your income on a monthly basis or bi-weekly basis, however you get paid, and you will quickly find out how quickly that money can accumulate and add up. In addition to that savings plan, you also want to set aside and find out how you can free up some additional expenses to where you can set aside more money into that savings plan or savings account. But I always recommend doing it systematically. If you can do it before you touch the money, that's the best way to do it. That's called a payroll deduction, if you will, for example, where it's coming out before the check is actually in your hand. That's the best way to save. Okay, and the number three will be to pare back expenses and raise cash. What that basically means is cut out any unnecessary expenses. You know, maybe stop going to Starbucks every week or every other day. Don't get that McDonald's cheeseburger. Go to the grocery store and buy a pound of ground beef and make cheeseburgers for the week for lunch, or buy some lunch meat, or do some things that you wouldn't normally do. Have a garage sale. We just recently had a garage sale. You can do all kind of things to do what I call cash raising or fundraising type of activities. You can have a car wash, a garage sale, used items online sale. You can buy and sell books. You can have buy and sell vegetables, and there's a wide variety. You could do a wide variety of things to raise cash, but not only to raise cash, but also to free up expenses. You want to consolidate debt if you can. You know, maybe try to get an interest-free credit card and transfer the balance and lower your payment and use the difference to save for your new home purchase. Just a few ideas to toss out that at you. Number four, if you've been working for any period of time and you have an employer that has an employer-sponsored retirement plan, you can also borrow from your 401k or borrow against your 401k. Although I don't really advocate for this as far as one of the first things you should do, but that is something you can consider. I have done that in the past on a property, and it's worked out wonderfully. So you definitely can borrow against a 401k or take money out of your retirement, especially if you're a first-time home purchaser. You can take up to, I believe, 10% or something like that, or some percentage you can take out, or I think it's around 10% without any kind of tax penalty of money that actually has been saved for retirement. So I would talk to a CPA about that. They'll have obviously additional information regarding that, but you can borrow against a 401k or a savings plan, retirement savings plan. You can also find out, number five, if you qualify for any assistance. I know there's a lot of programs out there for first-time home buyers. There's also programs out there for veterans, retired veterans, different things like that, Veterans Association. There's programs out there for Agriculture Department. There's various programs out there tailored towards people that are looking to purchase a home, mainly first-time home purchasers, different things like that. Like I said, Veterans Association, agricultural, FHA does have some wonderful programs as well, low income, median income, certain areas and certain demographics, things like that. There's always some incentives there. So you want to do your due diligence and investigate and see what's out there, see what may be available to you. You may be surprised what may be available to you as far as assistance in coming up with that down payment for your home. You can also ask, obviously, if you're not just saving for it, a gift from a relative could be something you can do as well that they're going to want. Now, your loan officer is going to want that documented and all those kind of things, but that is something that is acceptable as far as to help you with the down payment and that kind of thing. So just to shore that up again, just to kind of go back and refresh your memory or refresh you of what I just said. As far as number one, decide how much you can afford. Number two, set up that savings plan. Number three, you want to pare back expenses and raise cash. Number four, you can borrow against a 401k or retirement plan. And number five would be find out if you qualify for any assistance, whether that's governmental assistance or in different programs that are available to you, or even a gift from a relative can sometimes work as well. I've exercised that one as well, and it's worked beautifully. So as long as you pay it back, you don't want to ruin that personal relationship. So, but have a good day and good luck on your journey to buying that new home. Bye-bye.